Hello and welcome to another little bit of Satoshi's news. Today's day is Friday the 29th of August 2025. The year BSV comes alive. Branch your threads, expand your mind with treechat.ai, all your posts put on chain. Right, let's see what we've got today, or just now should I say. This was so exciting that I literally couldn't put it down. BSV has put out a post saying it is almost time and soon TM. We're going to have to talk about that. Just absolutely sensational stuff. We've got Roy Murphy replying to Light and also Kurt Watter Jr. with regard to his Galaxy. But he's basically admitted that Galaxy has got nothing to do with Bitcoin. So don't really see what the issue is there. You know, it's got nothing to do with it. So, okay, so what? Also had a talk with somebody just recently who listens to my show over in Europe. Who said he had 1,000 BSV coins because he'd been listening to my show. So this is another one that has become the 1,000 BSV. Absolutely phenomenal. And we'll have to talk about this because just of the numbers. You know, I think we could possibly know the people who have literally probably got 50% of all the Bitcoin in the entire world. And they're probably all connected to my show in some way. Literally, the economic power is going to be absolutely staggering. And then we'll finish with a Kellenschwell countdown again. Right, let's get into it.
Satoshi, like a cowboy in the West, riding on the blockchain that they call the very best. 1 million strong, them transactions flying free. Just wait for the Teranode, you'll surely see.
Alrighty, here we go. So let's read this post here. The BSV Association have released a post, and this is today. This is at 1:07 p.m. UTC. So just three and a bit hours ago. So they've said, and let's read this out. It's almost time. If you've been on this journey with us from the start, to say that your patience has been tested is an understatement, but the wait is nearly over. Great engineering doesn't happen overnight. Soon TM has become the inside joke within our community for good reason. But it's really happening. Teranode is in the final countdown. Stay tuned for more updates. Oh my goodness me. This is absolutely huge. Look, they've even recognized and acknowledged soon TM has become an inside joke within our community. But even they've said it's almost time. If you've been with us on this journey from the start. Whew, yes, we have. And look, they even acknowledged to say that your patience has been tested is an understatement. But you cannot rush these things. You cannot rush these things. I think it's going to be worth the wait. You know, good things come to those who wait, those who have the patience to see it through. But this is absolutely massive. And again, you know, they've made this statement within the Kellenschwell countdown. We've still got 20 days left. What other announcements and sort of figure changes might we see within the next 20 days? But even when the Kellenschwell does get to zero, if this countdown, well, if the event that I'm doing this countdown to doesn't happen, I will keep on going until it does. And then I will let you know. But massively exciting. So after that, let's get on to this little spat here with Roy Murphy and the Teranode team. So Light has said Roy launched it as an attack on Teranode team at BSVA if it quacks like a duck. Well, yeah, absolutely. And Roy said, regardless of what people think, this is poor from the BSVA representative. Not really. Because unless he actually explains that it's got nothing to do with BSV, then it does come across as kind of like being a subversion away from Teranode. You know, what is this? Oh, I came up with this Galaxy. Everybody should jump on this. No. You know, these boys have been working on Teranode for ages. You know, they're literally under the guidance of CSW himself. What? And you think you can just come up with a Galaxy and say, oh, everybody should use this? But he looks like he's changed his mind. It's like he's backpedaling here. So I don't know what's gone on. He calls himself a polymath and cryptographer. PhD computer scientist. Yeah, working for the cabal, maybe. Who knows? But he said here, with regard to, because he actually sent me a message saying, this is me. So one, I said, why not wait for Teranode to be public and open source and then simply implement the Rust? He said, this thread will answer your question. So he said here, in compiled languages, placeholder code is required to test the function without A, having the function halt with error, and B, ensuring code is compatible at runtime so that you can actually have functions that work in a test environment without being on a network. I haven't overclaimed anything. Live environment code is 3 iterations ahead of the main branch. Staging branch is 7 iterations ahead of the main branch. My local environment is 2 minor releases ahead of the last GitHub release. People seem to think that Galaxy BSV node, so again he's calling it a BSV node, he might contradict himself later on. People seem to think that Galaxy BSV node software is like Teranode. It isn't. It's a scaled platform for microservice to provide all of my future applications and services, media, overlays, document management, peer-to-peer wallets, merchant services, tokens, torrents, etc. It just so happens that when all the other services are fully stitched together and interoperable, it is also scaled full mining node. I've always built my node since 2009. I've always built a specialized mining function to suit my own operations. However, look at this bit. He says, people seem to forget that I was Bitcoin's longest commercial miner across XBT, NMC, BTC, BCH, and BSV from 2009 to 2009 to 2021. I have zero issue with building mining nodes. Galaxy is built for me, for my business. I needed Teranode 7 years ago. I'm not throwing shade. It's the truth. BSVA can bitch and scream all they want. I would have been a loyal customer. I simply couldn't wait any longer. Neither can my clients. Craig told me to build IAM. Craig told me to complete IAM. Deal with it because I'm building anyway. It isn't an attack on BSVA or Teranode, as some are suggesting, and it certainly isn't designed to be a scaled mining node. Well, you just said it was. It's a scale platform for microservices to power all of my future applications and services. It is also a highly scaled full mining node. I've always built my own node since 2009. I've always built specialized mining functionality to suit my own operations. Look, you either process transactions and create blocks, or you don't. So I don't really know what he's saying here. It isn't an attack on BSVA or Teranode, as some are suggesting, and it certainly isn't designed to be a scaled mining node. Well, mate, you're talking shite here. It just happens to be. It just happens to be that Galaxy version 0.5.3 is quite happily making massive blocks with its insane throughput on Galaxy testnet. The only person not shocked is me. I'm a scaling engineer. There's nothing I can't build that scares some people and inspires others. Me, I couldn't care less. Use it or don't. I'm happy to make any constructive criticism if something isn't correct. Just don't tell me how to build my software. Well, look, don't tell me how to build my software for me. Well, look, if you're building your software for you, don't try and correlate it with BSV in any way. Like it seems like you're going to, and then backtracking. Oh, it is, but it isn't. But it is. But it is a node. But it's my node. But it isn't anything to do with BSV like Teranode. But it is, and it does. But it just isn't. I mean, it's bullshit to be honest with him. Calling him out on that, Roy. Check this out though. I was absolutely chuffed to bits to have a conversation with somebody recently who said they'd been a huge fan of my show. We were discussing the economy and what was going on in the world. And another one, when I say another one, multiple people have come up to me and said, I've got 1,000 Bitcoin because of you. 1,000 Bitcoin. And it's just like, whoa, that is absolutely massive. Absolutely massive. And when I say it's massive, obviously, look, there's only 21 million coins. So we've got 1,000. So only... only 21,000 people in the world could have 1,000 a BSV. 21,000 people, and I know a handful of them, but that's a handful that have got 1,000 or more. I know others that have got hundreds of thousands and millions. So if it was evenly distributed, only 21,000 people could have 1,000 each. But the fact is, it's not distributed because, you know, we know Satoshi Nakamoto's, who knows how many millions he's got, 3, 4, 5, something like that. We've also seen the other wallet that's got 2 million in there, so that's 7. Let's say Calvin might have maybe 2 or 3 million, I would have thought, especially when he starts buying more. I mean, jeepers. So that takes us up to, what, about 8 or 9 million already gone? And then I could probably count on my hand other people that could probably take that up to another million. So that's 10 million coins from just a relatively small circle that I am aware of. And so that means there's only 10 million coins left, you know, distributed probably amongst some of these early shitcoiners as well and all that. But it's absolutely staggering. Absolutely staggering. I was chuffed to bits to hear that. Chuffed to bits. Another one. And like I said, I'm talking multiple here. Building an army is what we're doing. Absolutely phenomenal. So we've got that. We've got the BSV Association coming on there. Oh, like, things are shaping up nicely. And we've still got 20 days left of the Kellenschweiler countdown. Right, that's just a quick sort of like 10-minute show. We'll leave it there. I hope you enjoyed it. So remember, hit the like button, press subscribe. You're not going to want to miss the shenanigans that happen between now and then, especially not the end of the year. Whoa. And also, just to put a mention here, it looks like Orange Gateway have got a little competition. Check it out. They've said here, we're setting sail for the London Blockchain Conference. To celebrate, we're giving away 2 tickets to 2 lucky Vikings. So all you need to do is like and retweet. So there we go, that's the like and retweet down there. Join their Telegram, which is Orange Gateway, and then post your hand cash pay mail in the comments below. There you go, it ends in 48 hours. There's me, mine is down there. Loving that. So yeah, get yourself involved and come to the London Blockchain Conference on the 20th or in the 20s. I think it's 22nd to 23rd of October, but don't hold me to that. You'll have to check it out for yourself. Right, hope you're enjoying the show, and as ever, be aware, take care, stay safe out there, and we'll see you in the next one.
The king still has one more move.